So if you are looking for a premium mouse that is good for usage on a daily basis, that is super accurate, has a nice weighty feel in your hand, and has triggerable buttons on the side so that you can trigger stuff, you can do hotkeys, you can do shortcuts. You just want that premium, hefty, durable, chunky mouse experience. Like, you want to feel like your mouse could double as a deadly weapon. You want to feel like you could lift weights with your mouse. Then I have the perfect mouse for you. I've got one of them right here that I'm using to control my laptop. And let me just show you up close and personal because they're absolutely freaking gorgeous and I love them. Let's talk about the features. So this one in particular is the G502. So it's a slightly different version of this mouse, but they are, and you can take a look at the listing. So this particular mouse is also heavy. And one thing I like is it's got the nice threaded cable here, which is really premium, and it helps it slide around effectively so you're not getting snags and it's not dragging when you're trying to use the mouse on your computer, which I love. It's got the little LED here on it, which is great, the RGB light. It's got RGB light on the side, and you can choose your sensitivity by going up and down here, depending on how you do your triggers. By going up and down here, and you see the little light on the side, it'll tell you how sensitive the mouse is. So if you wanted to be super sensitive, you can crank it up. If you wanted to be less sensitive, you turn it down right here. You can choose the sensitivity. Also, one thing that's really neat is you can choose how the scroll wheel works with this mouse. So what does that mean? So I like to do smooth scrolling. So when I move the scroller up and down, the wheel, it just goes nice and smooth. But if you like it so that it chunks, you click this button right here, and then it goes chunk, 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 and it stops at intervals on the top of the mouse, which I really, really like about it. So if you like it to go chunk, 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 chunk when you're clicking, then you can do that. And then with the press of a button, you can go back to smooth scrolling with the mouse. One of the things about the design of the mouse that I like the most are the giant, basically pads, if you will, right here, landing strips for your index finger and for your middle finger. As you can see, my fingers are very large and long. So these long strips on the top of the mouse and the thumb rest here on the side makes it so that no matter what your hand size is, and even if you have big hands like me, your hand will actually fit properly on the mouse. Do you see how long this is? And right here, how long that is, right here. That, on other mice, they give you just a little tiny area to click on the top of the mouse and you got to nail it. On this, you can just rest your fingers on there and just press your whole freaking finger down to click this mouse. You just click like your whole finger can go down and you click the mouse. And that's something I really, really like about this mouse versus other ones where you don't have to like try to claw grip, click just the right spot up there. For me, that's a bad mouse experience. I like just putting my entire finger on there and just pressing my whole middle finger and it right clicks. Pressing my whole left finger and it left clicks because of the giant landing pad basically for your fingers. Also, on the side of the mouse, it's got nice grips. So let me show you. See the grips on this? I've worn mine down a bunch because I use this a lot. But it's got nice grips here on the side that have like a nice rubberized feel. And then if you look at the other side of the mouse, let me show it to you on the other side. It's got the same kind of grips right here. That's like rubber right there. Nice grip so you don't lose your grip on your mouse, which is really, really sick. It's something I really like about this mouse. So overall, the design of this mouse for me is perfect. I want a big, hefty mouse I can use for everyday usage that is just like got this titanium indestructible feel. That's what you get here with the Logitech G502 mice. And they have very, very high sensitivity, the balancing weights, the whole nine. If you're looking to find a mouse that is going to be customizable and is going to be the exact right fit for you, which is really, really important. And let me just show you a picture of what I'm talking about with the weights. So this is what I'm talking about with the weights. So the bottom of the mouse actually pops out here, and you can put weights on the inside of the mouse. So you can like select where the weight is on the back of the mouse, right here, or you can put it on the front of the mouse and have it be right up front. So you can choose exactly how your mouse is weighted between 121 and 135 grams with 5 weights, which is absolutely fantastic. I love it. And it also comes with software. And this is, I love these deconstruction pictures. Look at this. Look at all that cool tech inside this mouse. Come on. What isn't there to love about this mouse? But wait, there's more. So let me show you something that almost nobody's going to talk about when it comes to this mouse. And it is the software side of things. So what we're going to do right now, check this out. This is the software that's for free with the mouse. It's called the Logitech G software. And what you can do is when you plug in your mouse, it'll pull up your mouse in the software. And what you can do is you can tune everything about your mouse here in the software. From your DPI speeds, so that's your dots per inch, that's essentially how sensitive it is. You can also make every button on the mouse completely customizable to whatever you want it to be. Okay, scrolling, cycling, etc. All the buttons on the mouse you can completely program and make them whatever you want. This is me showing you the program in real time. This is not screenshots. Also those buttons on the side. You can do DPI, shift, zoom, whatever. You can program these buttons to be whatever you want them to be, all customizable through the software. So you might be like, oh, wow, hotkeys. Wow, that's nice. I don't think you get it. Most mice do not come with a program so that you can customize what the buttons do. Most mice, you have to go get some hotkey program and do some custom stuff to get the buttons on the mouse to do what you want them to do. This one, it's all built in right here in the Logitech G software, which is really important to note. So, for example, I've got a colleague that was trying to do customizable buttons on their mouse, and instead of just being able to go into something like the Logitech G software and just literally click the button like this, literally click the button, and then plug in your own hotkey onto the key to make your mouse do what you want it to do, they have to download some hotkey program. Then they have to learn how to program it. Then they have to associate that with the USB device. And then they have to go through all of these different steps just to get their mouse to just do basic buttons. This mouse, you just download the free software that comes with it, and every frickin' button on this mouse does exactly what you want it to do. You make it exactly as sensitive as you want it to be, completely customizable, all at the press of a button for anyone that is just a noob. Like, you do not need to be a total expert. And so that's why I recommend and I use the Logitech G502 series of mice.